The Department of Justice suing a tech giant is nothing new. One of their most notable cases dates back to the late 90s and the early 2000s. Basically, the DOJ, along with several states, accused Microsoft of playing dirty to stay on top. So what was Microsoft's knockout move? Packing their Windows operating system with their own web browser, Internet Explorer, and making it difficult for other browser vendors to compete fairly. Microsoft was officially accused of engaging in anti-competitive practice to maintain a monopoly in the market for operating systems. The DOJ argued that Microsoft was being manipulative and playing with consumers' choices and putting a freeze on new ideas in the browser market, ultimately stifling innovation. Plus, there were also allegations that Microsoft was pulling strings with computer manufacturers to prevent them from pre-installing rival browsers. In 2000, a federal judge sided with the DOJ and ruled that Microsoft had indeed breached antitrust laws by leveraging their operating system dominance to smother browser market competition. The verdict initially demanded a split for Microsoft into two separate companies, one for their operating system, another for software applications. This order, however, was later dismissed on appeal. Microsoft eventually settled with the DOJ and several states in 2001. The settlement enforced competition, enabling PC makers and users to uninstall Microsoft's middleware, including Internet Explorer. This clash impacted the entire tech industry, helping shape the legal landscape for antitrust enforcement in our digital world. Enter Apple. The Department of Justice and several other states are officially taking a jab at the tech giant Apple for allegedly breaking the same antitrust laws that Microsoft broke almost 25 years ago. The question is whether Apple's tight-knit iPhone ecosystem is a significant stronghold, crossing the monopoly line. In short, they don't like that Apple is withholding key features of its iPhone at the expense of rival developers. The suit alleges that the $2.6 trillion company enforces these restrictions through contractual provisions with software developers. Sounds like Microsoft all over again. There is a multitude of allegations in the suit, so I'm just going to talk about the two, the App Store and the green bubbles, because that's what most of you care about anyway. The DOJ and states claim that only apps designed specifically for iPhones can be downloaded through the App Store. That lets Apple set the rules and exert control over outside developers. According to the complaint, Apple wields these rules as a sword to block apps that would erode its monopoly power. When iPhone users message non-iPhone users, their texts show up as green bubbles in iMessage. Android users also suffer from pixelated videos, unencrypted messages, and a lack of editing features. The DOJ and states argue that Apple has deliberately disrupted cross-platform messaging and avoided creating iMessage for Android so that customers perceive rival phones as inferior. So what does Apple think? This lawsuit threatens who we are and the principles that set Apple products apart in fiercely competitive markets. It would also set a dangerous precedent, empowering government to take a heavy hand in designing people's technology. We believe that this lawsuit is wrong on the facts and the law, and we will vigorously defend against it. Now, this is something that is going to take a while to figure out between Apple and the DOJ, but that is basically what is going on between the two.